set for football as we welcome you to SoFi Stadium, Inglewood, California. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Rams. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go from Southern California. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
Every team stresses it all week in practice, Mike, as they're building their scripts and they're delivering their team message. You want to start fast in the NFL. Playing from behind is a nightmare. You can't come out flat and allow the opposing team to strike first. They understand the importance. This opening drive, they feel really good about the plays they have tabled. They really feel good about the week of practice they had. Now all that has to come together, start fast, and then see if you can sustain it for 4 quarters.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
Yeah, so this just really comes down to really good defense. You can tell the quarterback's trying to target something downfield, and when they take that away, typically there's something underneath, but they had all levels of the coverage accounted for, and that was a really nice job.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones, and you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official. I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
Taylor now to return it. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. They go play action with Madden. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Manning. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
Throwing to someone with his length, Mike, there's a lot of benefits. The catch radius, the ability to adjust to an off-target throw. But you have to also look at the other side of the coin there. For these defenses, those bigger, extended bodies, that's just a lot big target to go after and hit. So they're able to take advantage of it here. So I promise you, that receiver gets back into the huddle. He's telling his quarterback, hey, man, bring that ball down. I'm happy to go fight and compete for the ball, but you've got to protect me.
The Rams offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First down.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
Now, faking the give. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 81, incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
I think so often, Mike, we put so much stock, and really unnecessarily so, in how strong all these quarterbacks' arms are. Because for most throws, it doesn't really matter, but I'll tell you what, for this last throw, there's just not a lot of guys in the league that can not only throw it that far, but be that accurate. And you got a receiver with some speed that can get a step or two on the defender, throw it up, and it results in 6.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, Colts 0.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Colts offense ready for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Manning. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
1st down, Colts.
A gain there of 16 yards. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground with James. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
This offense, they just continue to struggle here in the early going. They've got to start converting on some of these third down attempts. Otherwise, they're just going to have a hard time sustaining drives.
And we will not have a return on this one. The ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. He's to the 25, up the sideline to the 40. That one flips the field. Big chunk play as he goes out of bounds.
It's a gain of 48
A
yards.
big play to kick off this drive. A gain of 48.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Now inside the 25. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Rams will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. They'll start on the ground with James. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
A gain of 14.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
to throw is Manning. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Looking to throw is Manning. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw, it's Madden. They set up the screen to James. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Number 32. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Here's a third down and 4. To the air is Manning. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Indianapolis.
First down, Colts.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Here's a handoff to James. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Looks like we have an injured Colt on that play. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. Here's Manning. He'll find the veteran Jeff Wilson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down.
Manning. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
First down.
He's made his presence felt throughout this opening quarter. They better figure out a way to slow him down defensively. Otherwise, he's in store for a monster game.
On the play fake, here's Manning. That's caught by Harrison right side.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
They'll look to throw again. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Colts. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Colts 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Atwell sent in motion here. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open man downfield is Smith. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the Rams will take a 21-7 lead.
21. Colts 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Taylor. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing to begin this drive is Manning. And he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
They'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Colts first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Colts.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage, and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good, accurate ball on the front shoulder pad allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big game.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have 2 defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
They'll look to throw yet again. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
On third down, it's Manning. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Oh, they had a shot there and hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone. Come back out to the 20. The Rams offense ready to get back at it. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Here's a toss as they look to run. Finding room at the 35. A terrific run there all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 40.
So a big one there to start the drive. An even 40 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
Atwell sent in motion here. A handoff as they try to run it here. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
At the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Third down and 6.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
No issues there. This one is good. And the Rams have run out to a 24-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Manning. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
First down, Indianapolis.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will be out of bounds, but you saw that penalty flag come in.
Offside.
Looked like the defender got a head start. They go play action with Madden. He'll get that complete to Harrison. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This one caught at the 4.
Manning's pass complete to number 87. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Indy. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a 1-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. The Colts back within 10. It's now 24-14.
Colts 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Up the middle they go. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Atwell sent in motion here. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Man in motion is Smith. Back to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
3rd and 7. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. That is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Great. He might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
The
now,
kicker
for the
on
point
for the
after.
extra point.
He knocks it through. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
Colts 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. On the play fake, here's Manning. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
That's Harrison in motion. Manning. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
To throw, it's Manning. Now he's loose at the 40. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
A gain of 47 yards.
A big gainer for Indianapolis. 47 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
That's out quickly to Pittman. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Rams' 18-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Now Manning gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
On the ground, it's Goodson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Point after try, forthcoming. He's got it. And the Colts are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Rams 31, Colts 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Rams. His 2nd catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. So the numbers starting to pile up here early. We haven't reached halftime, and he's already thrown 4 touchdown passes.
The
Point after, coming up here.
Point.
It's up and through. And the Rams are going to extend their lead.
Rams 38, Colts 21.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable with Taylor. Oh, yeah. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Manning. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
In trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 6
The Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Manning. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with them, and will bring up 3rd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Now timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Rams offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10.
Tighten up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll look to throw. And he won't get away. Good open first tackle there to get him down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's a jet sweep with Cup.
So the challenge of these jet sweeps, Mike, is they happen so fast. Nowadays in these offenses, there's so much pre-snap motion that you don't know if the receiver's just going in regular motion or are they timing it up with the snap to give them the jet sweep. So when you don't get an early read, you see the leverage and the contain of the defense break down. And when these receivers, in the way they can run, they get out into space, they are a handful to track down.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. That one caught by Smith. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. He'll start at the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Colts are able to cut the deficit to 10.
38, Colts 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Cup in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line.
1st and 10.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Really no hesitation on the part of the quarterback where that open receiver was going to be based on his pre-snap read. The defense did nothing to alter that picture, and that's a great play to start this drive.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 9. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 8.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game. Force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
It's complete. He's got Cup. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. He'll drop to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent, but here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
It is 3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will score again. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. His kick is good, and the Rams will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Colts 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable with Taylor. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 4. They go with Manning. He'll swing this out to James. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Throwing now, Manning. And that one thrown away to the sideline. It's incomplete. It was a frustrating series. It'll bring up 4th down.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. That'll give on the ground, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
29-yard line.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
They'll run on 2nd down. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
the jet sweep. Here comes Atwell. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
1 yard gain.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it, and that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It's now
at this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
To the air is Manning. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
Back to throw is Manning. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
A gain of 12. And
this is a guy not traditionally known as using his legs to beat you, but in this case, he sees the opening and reacts fast. He's able to pick up enough for the first down and keep this drive alive.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
At the 30-yard
and this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
He's going to try it here again. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
29-yard line.
The Rams offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now he'll give up the middle, and he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They pick up 17 through the air. Good for a Rams first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
The motion man is Nakua. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it. And quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Wait for this.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
3rd and long. The motion man is Nakua. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That one brought in by Nakua. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
It's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. On 1st and 10, it's James. And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but he does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. On the play fake, here's Manning. His throw right side, pulled in by Pittman. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
24-yard gain
Great
on the
run
play.
after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard. Now Manning. Going over the middle and taking in by Pitt. It'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Indianapolis.
He'll get that one to James. It's complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Looking to throw is Manning. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
At the 30-yard line.
Third and long. Here's Manning. He'll try to run for it. They'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now fourth down.
So now Shane Steichen will send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 44-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Colts are back within 2 scores.
Colts 31.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Good return as he takes it across the 30. The Rams offense headed back to take over once more. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He gets it into the hands of that one. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
Second and 11.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
He'll look to throw. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Brings up third down and 11.
Third and 11. Man in motion is Smith. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12.
Take over first and 10.
The Colts offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Over the middle, it's Harrison. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's James. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. We try and run here with James. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down,
The
Indianapolis.
tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Colts 1st down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
To throw, it's Madden. And unable to connect it. It's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let 1 drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
That's caught by Harrison right side. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
To number 88.
2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
They'll look to throw. There's that man again. Another catch.
To number 88. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brought down right at the line of
So
scrimmage.
often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On 3rd down, it's Madden. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
Complete to number 87. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Indianapolis.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll drop to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
You just have to have a better plan coming into the game when you're facing this sort of pass rush. You are not going to be able to sit there with long developing plays and pat the ball in the pocket. It has to be read 1, read 2, check down. Get the ball out of your hands. Protect your offensive lineman a little bit.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They go play action with Madden. Throw right side, pulled in by Mitchell. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing now, Manning. He'll look deep for Pittman. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
4th down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step one. I promise you step two on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Rams offense ready to get back to work. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation, use as much clock as possible, up a couple of scores as they start this drive, 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
3rd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
The Rams punting unit coming out as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 15-yard
the Colts offense ready to get back at it. To throw is Manning. That's caught downfield by Harrison. A gain there of 27 yards.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
To the air is Manning. One down the field, but it is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That one incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
We are set for 4th and long. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They convert in style there. Big play on 4th and long. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Now, 2nd and 4. Now, Manning. The throw here is complete. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
A gain of 14.
Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts, and will take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Here's first down. Manning. This one caught at the 4. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Of the goal line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Now 2nd and inches. Looking to throw is Manning. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Colts.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision, down 8, going for 2. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful.
37.
This is why film study is so important, Mike. It feels to me like the defense recognized that formation from during the week in practice. They knew exactly what was coming, and what's a critical play on that 2-point try? Defense is able to get a stop.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
That's a big risk in this situation here, Mike. They're hoping to catch them by surprise, but now when you fail, the other team is able to not only have a short field, they got a chance to extend their lead.
The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Second down, they need 3. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be
Colts,
big.
37.
They now take a 2-score advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
Here's Manning. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
At the 35-yard
Yeah, that one just
line.
didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll air one out. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Rams. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.